My first hot take is that I trust the United States Marines to not turn weapons on civilians. And I'm saying this because one of the things that Donald Trump does constantly is try and make these grandiose statements that are half truths, half threats, and half violent fantasies. So over the weekend, he said, I've got 500 Marines on standby, ready to go in and tamp down the crowds and like take back our city and all this stuff. There are always at least 500 Marines ready to deploy in California. At Camp Pendleton, there are 42,000 Marines and sailors that are active duty. And at 29 Palms, which is the other Marine base near LA, there are 800 active duty Marines who are ready to deploy, moment's notice, okay? So for him to say, I've got 500 ready to deploy, made people think that he had 500 ready for this particular mission. That's not true. Then I talked to my contact in the Marines, and I was like, what are you guys feeling? And they're like, I swear an oath to the Constitution. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm like, okay, so would you go in? And they're like, look, the Marines are trained on things like riot control, crowd control, and security. Now, if we were to go in, which we're not, we're probably not, right? Because the JAG lawyers are saying that they can't find a constitutional argument for this right now. It's just not these 1992 race riots that like are crazy. There's nothing crazy, so they can't find the justification for it. He's like, if we were to go in, we would go in 99% without deadly weapons. We would go in with riot shields, helmets, batons maybe, and we would be providing security to the detention centers that people are protesting outside of to ensure the free flow of vehicles to and from the center. We would be pushing back on things like if they tried to take the 101 freeway again, we would perhaps, sort of kettle and push people out of these areas that are designated no protest areas. He's like, but the Marines are not going to fucking like come in commando style from a helicopter. They're not going to emerge from the seas onto the shores of California and storm it like it's D-Day in Normandy. He's like, so the violent fantasy that's being projected by Fox News and Trump and some of MAGA is not in any way in line with the morals, ethics, or responsibility or training of the United States Marines, and that would not happen. And I was like, you know what? I trust you. So that's my Monday take, okay? That's my Monday take.